Welcome everyone to the 8th round of the Unlimited Racing 2D Championship. And today we're here at Montreal, Canada. Going into this Grand Prix weekend, Lando Norris is leading the championship. I did not predict that at all. I did not predict that at the start of the season. Going into the round of 8, Lando Norris is the championship leader. Another thing I did not predict is that, Mercedes to be P3 in the championship. Also, I did not predict Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz getting their first race wins this year. So what a season it's been this year. Anyways, I guess it's the race that matters, not the season. Looks like it's George Russell so far in the lead. Charles Leclerc P2 it looks like. At this current moment in time, it looks like it's going to be a front row lockout for Alpine. This is what Alpine would have wanted to see, a front row lockout. It looks like who's it going to be? It was really close. Really close. I don't know who got pole. Leclerc just about beat George Russell by a tenth. It was so close. Pierre Gasly shares the second row with Sergio Perez. Really good qualifying from him, especially how his season's gone. With the Alfa Romeos filling in row 3. Esteban Ocon in front of championship leader Lando Norris. There's no need to worry if you're a McLaren fan though. We've seen Norris do this many times this season. And just done the comeback drive. Yuki Tsunoda, what a qualifying P9. Albon 10th. Hamilton 11th. Schumacher 12th. But Max Verstappen, big surprise, P13. Luke Hulkenberg 14th. Ilott 15th. Ricciardo 16th. Stroll 17th. Magnussen 18th. Bottas 19th. And Mazepin 20th. Let's get into the season. Looks like lights out and away we go here at Montreal. It's a really good start from George Russell. Leclerc though just manages to cover him. No, with the inside line. And the faster tyre. Russell looks like he's managed to get ahead. But Leclerc's fighting him, going into the chicane. Russell takes the lead. Alex Lynn going into the hairpin wants some. No, Leclerc though, what a fight he's putting on. Round the outside of George Russell. Charles Leclerc though leading the race after lap 1. Wow, Alex Lynn though, what a weekend he's having. Managing to out-qualify his teammate and now he's fighting for the lead. Is he going to try and make a move? He may try around the outside. No, he doesn't. Into the Wall of Champions. He remains P2. Further back, Carlos Sainz and Sergio Perez battling for 4th and 5th. Lando Norris in P6. Russell goes slightly wide, and Lynn retakes P2. The thing is, with Alfa Romeo this year, they've just been inconsistent, One race they've been phenomenal, like today, running P2 and P4, wow. In the next, 9th and 10th. Super inconsistent. Charles Leclerc though just building his lead. I have to say he is favourite at this current time period. Slower tyres and he's managing to pull out the laps that he's doing. Carlos Sainz round the outside of Alex Lynn. He's come from nowhere. George Russell now is just beginning to fall down. Lynn, Russell, Norris, Perez, Albon, they're all in. Leclerc, Sainz, Gasly, the hard tyre runners, stay out. Esteban Ocon also stays out. So both Mercs, they both fitted the hards. Charles Leclerc, is he going to pit now? No, he carries on. Goes a little bit wide. But here's the rest of the drivers. There's Norris making a move on George Russell. Down the inside, really good move. Wow, Norris is on fire. Look at that. This is his strongest part of the race. If he wants to make any impact into Charles Leclerc's lead, if he wants to make Alpine worried, this is the lap that's going to do it. Leclerc's now in. Norris will inherit P1. For how long, I'm not quite sure. But Norris now is just going to focus on putting in the lap times, doing what he needs to do to win this race. Charles Leclerc P4. There he is. He's back on the hards. I mean, I would have gone for the softs, but the Alpine is doing pretty well on the hards as well. I'm Leclerc. I'm thinking we could do a two-stop, you know? I'm really thinking about the two-stop. Oh, Russell and Leclerc get past Alex Lynn. Lando Norris may be in a bit of trouble here. His tire's now beginning to fade away. He may need to three-stop. He comes in. As does Alex Lynn. Oh, Charles Leclerc getting forced into the barriers. Massive impact as well. Norris would like to come out ahead of Pierre Gasly, and so he does. That was really aggressive on what he did to Carlos Sainz, but he managed to get the move done. Now, can Lando Norris make this hard go on for the whole race, for the remainder of the Grand Prix? Everyone's on hard tyres, apart from Mick Schumacher. This should be an easy move now for Lando Norris. Down the inside, use a bit of as easy as you like. Lando Norris is driving brilliantly of late. Down the back straight after the hairpin, I think he should be able to get Charles Leclerc. Oh, bit of traffic, some back markers. There he is, down the inside, what a move! Can he make it stick? That then becomes the outside. He then has to lap Kevin Magnussen. And does all of that in the space of 2 corners. Leclerc's coming back at him. And Leclerc takes P1 again. What a battle. Now the hairpin. The battle always continues through the hairpin. Leclerc's lost in grip. If I'm Charles Leclerc, I'm pitting now. No! He stays out. And he gets forced wide. Yeah, Lando Norris surely now gets into a situation where whatever Leclerc does, he does as well. Lando Norris this year, he's made the most overtakes of any driver, unsurprisingly. He starts off, you know, P7, P8, P9, and then just manages to do comeback drives. It's like he does this deliberately. Charles Leclerc should be coming in now. No, he stays out. Alex Lynn now is all over his tail. What are Alpine doing? If they don't pit, you know, this lap, I don't see them coming back into this Grand Prix. I don't see them pitting at all, actually. Lando Norris about to lap Lewis Hamilton. That's his pace. Sergio Perez has just been fairly quiet, you know, this Grand Prix. But further up, looks like Russell takes his teammate Charles Leclerc. Leclerc, honestly, I don't think he's going to be pitting again. And unless if Lando Norris manages to bottle a 3, about 4, you know, practically a 4-second lead, which then turns into 2.8. But if he manages to bottle this lead, then that would be painful. Now, crossing the line to begin the final lap. This is always the most tense lap. I think if Charles Leclerc is not careful, Sergio Perez could be able to overtake him. Alex Albon also having a really good Grand Prix. Gasly and Ocon struggling a little bit towards the end of the Grand Prix. George Russell does close the gap a little bit, but it looks like Lando Norris wins once again in his Formula 1 career, and this time he wins at Montreal. Is Lando Norris an actual championship challenger? We're now past round 8, and he's leading. Now we're going to round 9, and he's leading the World Championship. I think he may be a championship contender. George Russell crosses the line for P2 with Alex Lynn finishing off the podium. Charles Leclerc just resists attack from Sergio Perez. Alexander Albon beating Esteban Ocon. Pierre Gasly P8. Carlos Sainz finishing P9, and Yuki Tsunoda, really good finish there, in P10. P11, Nico Hülkenberg with Verstappen beating Hamilton. To P12. P14 is Mick Schumacher with P15. Daniel Ricciardo. Callum Ilott in front of Lance Stroll as Kevin Magnussen, P18. Nikita Mazepin, P19, and Valtteri Bottas, P20. But now, if you're Lando Norris, if you're McLaren's team principal, or even a fan of McLaren, this is what you want to see. 9-point lead. Lando Norris has on George Russell. Charles Leclerc, he's slowly falling back, but we all know that Alpine's quick. Alfa Romeo P4. The Alfa Romeo of Carlos Sainz P4 with Pierre Gasly P5. It looks like Perez is in between a battle with Albon for 7th and Gasly for 5th. Ocon P8 with Lynn, really good results of late. P9 and Verstappen P10. Hamilton P11, Mick Schumacher P12, Nico Hülkenberg P13, Callum Ilott P14, Yuki Tsunoda P15. Same points actually. He's a really good tally today. Put him up, same points. Kevin Magnussen, Daniel Ricciardo P17, Lance Stroll P18, Valtteri Bottas P19 with Nikita Mazepin 20th. Constructors wise, as expected, Alpine still have the lead, and they are heavy favourites to win constructors. Drivers, I still think Alpine are heavy favourites. I don't know whether that's just because, I'm going with my head, or that's just because I can't believe that Lando Norris is leading the championship 8 rounds in. Whatever it is, it's mad. Alfa Romeo now managed to get past Mercedes with that really good result, with Williams in a tight battle with Force India. Ferrari P7, Haas P8, with Red Bull clear 9th place, and then AlphaTauri after that. Next up, we'll be going to Coda, Circuit of the Americas, for the American Grand Prix. Then it will be the summer break before we return back to Belgium. I can't wait to go to Coda, and what a race it's going to be. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye.